So far I have covered 9 theorems related to circles in the videos posted earlier. This is part 4 of circles theorems. Parts 1, 2 and 3 you can access with the links provided in the description box. Today we are going to discuss 3 more theorems related to circles along with their applications. The 3 theorems that we are going to discuss today are these. So let's get started. Theorem 1. Two tangents drawn from an external point are equal. So what are tangents? A tangent is a line segment that is drawn from an external point, say P, and it touches the circumference of the circle at one point. So over here, A is the point on the circumference and P is the external point. So we have the tangent PA and another tangent PB. The theorem states that if two tangents are drawn from the same external point, then they are equal. So PA is equal to PB. Let's solve a question related to this theorem now. Tangents PA and PB are drawn to the circle from P. If measure of angle ABP is 65 degrees, you have to find the measure of angle APB. Before moving on, I would like to request you to please pause the video and try to solve this question by yourself. I hope you have already tried, so let's get started. We are given angle ABP is equal to 65 degrees. Let's mark this angle over here. And we have to find the measure of angle APB. Now as you can see, we have the circle O, P is the external point and two tangents PA and PB are drawn to the circle. By previous theorem, we have seen that PA is equal to PB. By theorem 1 of this video, you will have to write the complete statement of that theorem. Now in triangle APB, two sides AP is equal to BP. And we know that angles opposite to equal sides are equal. That means angle ABP is equal to angle BAP, because angles opposite to equal sides are equal. Hence, the measure of angle BAP is 65 degrees. Now in triangle ABP, using the sum angle theorem, if we add all the angles, angle A plus angle B plus angle P, then the sum is 180 degrees. Now we know the measure of angle A is 65, measure of angle B is 65, and angle P we do not know. That will give me 130 plus angle P equal to 180 degrees, which will give me angle P equal to 180 minus 130, which is 50 degrees, and that is the answer. I hope all of you have got this answer. Now let's move on to our second theorem. The intersection of a secant and a tangent. Now we all know what is a tangent. But what about a secant? A secant is also drawn from an external point P, but it touches the circle at 2 points. Here PC is the tangent and PAB is the secant. The theorem states that the square of tangent is equal to product of the segments of the secant. So PC square is equal to PA times PB. Now let's solve a question related to this theorem. The length of tangent drawn from a point to the circumference of the circle is 8 inches. The shortest distance from the same point to the circumference is 4 inches. Find the radius of the circle. As always, I would like to request you to please pause the video and try to solve this question by yourself and come back to check your answer. Now look here, we can draw several lines to the circle. But we have to keep in mind that it has to be a shortest distance from the point P to the circumference. Let's see the various options we have. Either we can draw a line like this, or like this, or like this, but the shortest distance will be the one which joins the center of the circle from the external point P. So we are given the length of tangent to be 8 inches. And the shortest distance is 4 inches, which will be PA. So let's write PC is 8, PA is 4 inches, and we have to find the radius. As you can see, O is the center of the circle and AB is the diameter of the circle. From the previous theorem, we have PC square is equal to PA times PB. But theorem 2 of this video. Putting the values, we get 8 squared equal to 4 times PB, which will give me PB equal to 64 divided by 4. So PB is 16 inches, but PB can also be written as PA plus AB, which will be 4 plus. It will imply that my diameter of the circle AB is 12 inches. Now if the diameter is 12 inches, what will be the radius? The radius will be half of this 12. So the radius is 6 inches. This is the answer. Let's move on to the third and final theorem of this video. If two chords are equal, then their corresponding arcs are also equal. Here we have two equal chords AB and CD. The theorem states that if the chords are equal, then the arcs are equal. I would like to request you to please pause the video and try to solve this question by yourself. Come back to check your answer. Now here we are given two chords AB and CD which are equal. So we can write the two chords ABCD are also equal. Let's mark this as equation 1. We have to find the measure of arc ADC. Now here you can see that BD is the diameter of the circle. So measure of arc ADC will be measure of arc AD plus measure of arc CD. But from equation 1 we have CD to be equal to AB. So measure of arc AD plus measure of arc AB, as you can see, is 180 degrees as it is forming a semicircle. Hence the measure of arc ADC is 180 degrees. Let's move on to the next problem now. This is an additional problem in which you have to decide which theorem you are going to use in the theorems that we have just done in this video so far. So I would like you to pause the video and try to solve this question by yourself. I hope you have already tried, so let's get started. We are given AB, AC, PQ tangents in the figure and AB is equal to 5 centimeters. We have to find the perimeter of triangle APQ. Now since AB and AC are tangents and they are drawn from the same external point, so we are going to use the first theorem that we have done. AB is equal to AC as tangents drawn from the same external point are equal. Now P can also be considered as an external point, isn't it? So we have two tangents drawn from the point P, PB and PX. So these will also be equal. PB is equal to PX and XQ is equal to QC. The reason is same. Now we want to find the perimeter of triangle APQ. This will be AP plus PQ plus AQ. PQ can be written as px plus xq. Let's name this equation as equation 1. Now from equation 1, we can see that px is equal to pb and xq is equal to qc. But here ap plus pb becomes ab and qc plus aq becomes ac. And we know the measure of AB is 5 centimeters. So the perimeter will be 5 plus 5 equal to 10 centimeters. So this is the answer. I hope you liked this video and the problems I have solved in this video. Thanks for watching and please come back again to watch more videos like this.